Can you name me some other things that you like about the studio? So you had the big control room?
Yeah, the room where you actually record all the drums and things like that and have the guitar cabs is just huge. It was designed after the ABBA studio in Sweden, so it had that same wood paneling and the kind of the same feel. So, and it just sounded huge. So it was great. But and working with Nick was awesome too. He was just a great producer who kind of gets the fun vibe out of you. Like you're working 10-hour days, but you don't even notice because he's like just air guitaring and headbanging at the control board, and it gives you more of a real vibe than like that sterile kind of studio, like concentrating so hard. He wants to get some rock in there,
But is it hard then? Well, once you've written a song, then you have to record it. Is it hard for you to recapture the feel that you had when you wrote the song?
Sometimes it's easier because sometimes the ideas were really raw then. Once you get in the studio, you actually hear things as opposed to the practice space when you're all playing at once. It's so loud, and so you can start really hearing what everyone's doing and making sure it's all working. So, but it is hard sometimes to feel satisfied with a song when you're like, I don't know, can we, is there more? Sometimes you end up, if you put too much in, or all these crazy ideas all at once, you can dilute the original feeling of the song. So you got to be careful to balance that. Use the studio to your advantage, but don't kill the vibe of the live feel of the song.
But is it hard for you, or are you a natural studio person?
I don't have too much trouble. It is not singing with an audience can be weird. You got to try and find that kind of energy inside of you. But that's what working with someone like Nick made it that much easier. He's standing there screaming in your face through the glass, and getting you pumped. So.
Okay, it's for you. For the songwriting, is it for you? Are there certain songs that are more special to you from his last album?
Yeah, I guess lyrically, I try and find something really personal in each song to make it. So you got to play these songs every night, give them your full energy. So there's always something, in each song. But probably the most personal song was Another Hero Lost, the ballad. Just probably the most specifically out of an exact point in life I've written from. Lost a family member who died really young that year, so just writing a song remembering him, and that was way I deal with things a lot of times is whether it's good or bad emotions is through music, So that was my natural choice, was just to go there and write a song about it.
Is it hard then for you to write about such personal stuff?
It wasn't hard to write. It was hard to maybe share it first, But it was, I spoke with his brother, and we just figured, he thought it was a great way to remember his brother. So as long as I had his blessings and his family's blessings, and felt like the band really got behind it, knowing what it was about, that kind of got some emotion out of them too. So it just worked.
So you were saying he was a family member? Was he?
Yeah, he's a cousin.
Cousin.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, someone I grew up with, saw all the time when I was young. So.
And are there certain lines that are more special to you from the song, or?
What's that?
Are there certain lines that you sing in the song that are more special?
Really, just the whole thing. When we do it live, it's pretty, it's like emotional experience. So they really all, just the whole story just stands out to me. So.
Can you explain the story?
Well, it's just about losing someone who knows that he was about 25 years old, had a very young son and a wife, and knowing that moment you're never going to see your son again, like that last moment. But it's really also, the chorus is more of a celebration that even though he's gone, he'll live on in our memories and in his son, So we all continue on in some way. So, it's a way to come through all of it. I grab some water.